Hi guys, here I am again. Let's learn how to do decreasing somewhere in your work. I'm going to make decreasing in the center of this little strip. So let's first add one bead in peyote stitch here, normal, yeah. And now pick up the second bead. Pick up the second bead and pass through the next two up beads at once. And now pull the thread tight, a little bit bend your work so that you can make this thread invisible here. This is much easier when you are working with the seed beads. When you're working with delicas, doing this, what I'm doing now, it's not going to go easy. So with seed beads, it's easier. And now add two beads in peyote stitch, just normal till the end. So, I didn't take the bead. Again, pull the thread tight. Here the tension is very important. So you see how they are close to each other. You almost cannot see the thread. Okay, now the new row. Now we are going to have one bead less in the next row. Pick up one. Now we are going to do back peyote stitch, just normal. So this is the first bead, second bead, and now here also keep the tension tight. On the place where we made decreasing in the previous row, you will add one bead. You will just pick up one bead and pass through the next up bead and pull the thread tight. Now this pull the thread tight and keep the tension is even more difficult with delicas. Just keep that in mind. You will really need all the time to bend this, then to pull and keep it like that. Now pick up one bead and pass down two beads, because you remember this is an odd count strip. So pass down one, pull the thread, then we are going to make a turn, pass back through this one, and we are going to wait that one, then we are going through those two here if possible. If not possible, you see how when you just a little bit forget or let it, it's going to open up here. And finally back through this bead. Okay, now we are continuing just normal. So in case that you don't need to make more decreasing or some, you just continuing. So for example, that is, you will see that also in a circular peyote stitch. Okay, now one bead, and this bead in this new row we are going to treat as up bead, the one what we add in that hole. So that you will just pick up the bead and pass through that bead, pull the thread, and here we have to continue and add two beads, two in peyote stitch. Okay, now you see this this hole, you know, sometimes if it's not if you can, you will add here a little bit bigger bead, size 8 for example. But if you are continuing and doing decreasing in one color with one size, then you will always have here a little bit space. Now let's make another row, or let's make more decreasing. So you can go like this and make as much decreasing as you want. So pick up one bead, and then with the second one you're going to pass through those two in the middle at once. So the same thing, and let's do decreasing in the same line with the first decreasing. So you are going to, this is not necessary, maybe you need only one decreasing, but pass, just, this is just the practice. Press, push the, pull the thread tight, and now pass down through 2. Keep the tension. You see how it's bending? It's going, so it was going like this, and it's going now down. That is because of that decreasing. And now let's do the turn. Remember this, then pass through those 2 at once if possible. I am very aggressive here. And back through the last added bead. Now you are going to continue. Add 1 first, and then in this hole where we did decreasing, add 1 bead. Pick up 1 bead and pass through the next up bead. Pull the thread tight, yeah, and add the last bead. You see, we are going that way. We are going to make another row in peyote stitch and use that bead what we added in the as an up bead. See, 1, and then pass through that bead what we add in the last row in that hole, and now down 2. Turn your work. Let's add that last bead. Make a famous turn. Okay. And exit here. Now you can continue. You see, it's going like this. You can continue without decreasing now. So you will have, so here you have decreasing. I pull here thread a lot, but, and then you can make more decreasing on this way, or you can just continue peyote stitch. So you will have now here this flat surface, and this will be some little, you know, bump. So you can continue like that. That is how you do decreasing somewhere in the middle. Doesn't matter, is it in the center or you have to do somewhere on the sides. You will always do it on that way. You pass through 2 beads at the same time. In the next row on that place you add the new 1 bead, and then in the 3rd row you're going to use that 1 bead as an up bead and do just peyote stitch. So you will see more of that in increasing in circular peyote stitch. So that is how you do decreasing on the sides and in the middle in peyote stitch, no matter is it odd count peyote stitch or even count peyote stitch. So see you in the next lesson.